So I did that. And when I first opened that facility, I had the great fortune, although I'm not working with this individual anymore, but I had the great fortune at that time of hiring a coach who was doing a lot of interesting things. And he when I met him, he had been previously been a CrossFit coach, and then he was kind of switching out of CrossFit because a lot of patients or a lot of his clients were injuring themselves, and he was focusing more on this thing called mobility. And I'm like, mobility? What the hell is that? What are you talking about? And so he introduced me to that, and I started to do that because geez, like my facility has a gym in it, and we have classes. So when I'm not seeing patients, oh, I'll do some classes. I love to work out. So I did that. And I'm starting to look at what he was doing a little bit more analytically. And I was like, wow, this is really interesting. And this is a different way of thinking about training because prior to that, my focus on training had always been bigger, faster, stronger, right? Because like I had played American football, not what you guys call football, but I played American football. I had played it since the age of 8, and always I had played at all levels, including the I had gone as high as the CFL, which is our NFL equivalent, and uh, uh, like my idea about training had always been bigger, faster, stronger, right? But as I was done with football now, and you know, an orthopedic clinician, I was still working out. So personally, I had to change my focus. And what I really liked about mobility is like, hey, it's not saying that you can't be strong, but it's incorporating strength and flexibility, marrying the two, and then its focus is about longevity, right? Because I can't do as I'm 53, and as a 53-year-old man, well, it's not that I can't do bigger, faster, stronger stuff, but at 53, if I'm doing bigger, faster, stronger, all of that as my primary type of training, I am going to crush my body, right? And I see that. I treat those patients. I see them coming from CrossFit or from other disciplines, and they're going to crush themselves, and because your body can't take that indefinitely. So that was my introduction to mobility, and then I saw the use of it for myself, first for myself, and then I thought, hey, this is going to be great for patients. And so then I started to sort of steer our organization, our business, in that direction and say, hey, this is something that I think is worthwhile for people. It maintains fitness, it maintains your health and wellness, and it also approaches those things from the point of longevity. And this is something that you can do for life. So that's how I kind of got into it. And that's why I sort of promote that.
No, it's great. I mean, because we're definitely moving in the right direction with like looking at mobility, flexibility, longevity. We always look at athletes, but then we don't look at the guy who can barely go up a flight of stairs without being out of breath. And that's something I think a lot of us are now becoming interested. Like when I went to the physio last, like you said, I got a piece of paper that said, here's 10 moves. And it was very basic. It didn't matter what level you are, what you had done. Do you see a similarity in the wear and tear? Is it those kind of like overuse of an injury